let's get going. Let's discuss Litecoin. We have the halving actually happening in probably 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, depending on when they find the next block. So it's a very fitting video. And obviously, there's a big question. With all this halving that's happening at Litecoin right now, should you buy Litecoin? Because, hey, we only going to have half of the Litecoins every block afterwards. Or should you buy it? Should you at least keep hodling it? Or should you actually be selling? And these are some very important questions if you're a Litecoin holder or if you're thinking about buying Litecoin. Now, obviously, no one knows. No one can predict the future, but we can kind of look a bit into the past and see what's happening. So in general, obviously, when there's a halving, that means only half of the supply is being emitted in the case of Litecoin every 2.5 minutes. So at the moment, it's 25 Litecoins every 2.5 minutes. They got a fourth of the block time. So they emit 4 times as many Litecoins at the same time as Bitcoin does, Bitcoins. So at the moment, it's 25. Now, in 20 minutes, it's only 12.5. And this has some drastic effects. It has some effects that probably a lot of miners are going to say, hey, you know what, guys, this is not profitable for me anymore. I'm going to leave. So what you're probably going to see, you're going to see a drop in mining difficulty, but not instantly. It's going to take a little bit. And so probably at the beginning, there might be some challenges in block times because a lot of people are going to be dropping off as miners. So there's going to be some problems finding the next block if you don't have the same amount of miners as before. So be prepared. If you're a holder of Litecoin right now, this is the very first thing that you're probably going to notice. There's going to be more irregular block times, especially at the beginning, until difficulty adjusts. This is important. Don't get nervous about this. This is very, very, very normal. But now the other question is, does Litecoin now have, is Litecoin now more attractive or less attractive than maybe a month ago? And if you look at the Google search results peaked mid-July about Litecoin halving. So there was a lot of people searching for Litecoin halving, and they wanted to have this trade. And whoever invested in Litecoin beginning of the year, great trade, great anticipation. The halving in Bitcoin is only next year. So obviously, there's a lot of people who cashed in big time. But so now the big question is, going forward, what is the value proposition that Litecoin has? Because even though only half of it gets emitted, if no one wants that half, it helps nothing. So going forward, this is going to be a very relevant question. And I personally don't buy into Litecoin being Bitcoin silver. I don't believe that. And I think it was one of the best marketing messages out there that Charlie Lee ever sent out. I really like Charlie. He has done great. He has given great value for the entire ecosystem. I just don't buy into that credo of Litecoin being the silver to Bitcoin's gold. And the reason is because I'm not 100% sure what are the advantages of Litecoin. Now, silver to gold, completely different precious metals. Now, you can always say Litecoin is the little brother. It has different kind of skills. They're way faster. For example, they're working on a minimal sidechain already, so privacy features. Yes, I understand. But there's always this time when Bitcoin catches up to that. So to me, there's probably some value in Litecoin in being more of a test project. But hey, you could probably do this on a Bitcoin test network as well, and you wouldn't have the entire, you don't need the entire Litecoin chain for that. So, and I would be very interested to hear your opinion about this. I personally believe that Litecoin is going to see probably 6 months, 3 to 6 months of some really tough times now, especially in comparison to Bitcoin. So don't always compare Litecoin in dollars compared to Bitcoin. And it has done really well. In the past couple of months, it has done really well against Bitcoin. But so going forward, you need to keep comparing it to Bitcoin. And I probably believe that Litecoin is going to underperform. And this is quite essential because obviously risk in Bitcoin is way lower than in Litecoin, just by Bitcoin being like the mother of all the cryptocurrencies. So if you made good money on this trade, I would probably at this very moment sell some part. I don't own much Litecoin, so I'm not in a situation, but I would probably sell some parts. If you are still committed and if you're still determined that Litecoin can be the silver to Bitcoin's gold, then I would probably hold Litecoin, but I would keep only a little bit. And you can leave me your ideas and suggestions either in the chat or in the comments down below afterwards. And Telmo John is already writing, hey, from the Azores Islands, I do believe Litecoin is going down. Let's not see the same in Bitcoin. I also believe Litecoin is actually going to go down over the next 3 to 6 months, especially in comparison to Bitcoin, because I don't see the value add from Litecoin towards Bitcoin. I think there's a lot of ideas of buy the rumor, sell the fact. This is just a belief. And I think a lot of the trades were speculating exactly towards that halving that we see right now over the next 10 to 15 minutes happening live at this very moment. Now, what does this mean now for Bitcoin? Are we going to see the same thing in Bitcoin going forward? And I don't think so. I think Litecoin was pure speculation. I think it was pure great trade, great. A lot of people are going to go for this. But at the end, I don't see much value in Litecoin. It's difficult to value Litecoin. Price and value, two different things. And in Bitcoin, I see very clear value. Me, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist at all. I like other coins as well. So I'm not Bitcoin is the only thing, not at all. But I see the value in Bitcoin, and I see what it can do and how decentralized it is and how strong it is. And Litecoin is never at this level. So if you actually emit something only half as much, that's really valuable, prices afterwards are going to skyrocket even higher. That's my belief. I really believe Bitcoin next year, after the halving, is actually going to be stronger than prior, just because there's so much less out there. Now in Litecoin, I don't think so. In Litecoin, it was more the speculation, it was more the timing, it was more the hype. And probably afterwards, we're going to see a bit of the drop. Now, obviously, I'm recording this now 5th of August. Let's look in 6 months. Am I right? Am I wrong? Pure kind of crystal ball 3000, a bit of gut feeling, a bit of understanding in the market, a bit of the sentiment that I'm getting from people. And this is, I think, is very relevant. Are there any real parallelism between Litecoin and Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a store of value per se. What is Litecoin in this market? If we see to have Litecoin, a 50% attack, a 51% attack is probable, Telmo writes. And I completely agree with you. Telmo John, I totally agree with you with this opinion. I really think that Litecoin is struggling in defining what Litecoin is. And I don't buy into this notion of Litecoin being Bitcoin's silver. I don't see that. So that's just my opinion on this. For all of you that are holding Litecoin, hopefully I'm wrong. I don't hold any, so I'm totally okay. I would probably put some bags away. If you're really a diehard Litecoin fan, keep some. I think that that could be fine. I definitely don't think Litecoin is a shitcoin. I am totally opposed. I would never say that. But I probably wouldn't put it in the same category as some other people might put it. And obviously, I have to say, a lot of it is probably, very driven based on price and making money rather than actually being able to argue on some value basis and some rational arguments. Let me know what you think about all this. I hope you are getting value out of this. If you do, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to find out more, then just subscribe, stay tuned. If you want to be one of the first to figure out when my new company goes live to everyone, Cake, link is down below. We are in user acceptance testing right now. It's going really well. We're putting in another 50 to 100 users this week, actually. And step by step, we are rolling out to more and more people. So if you like DeFi, decentralized finance, if you're interested in all this, click the link, sign up. You're going to be the first to be notified. Would be super awesome to have you on as one of our early customers. With this, thank you so much. Stay cool with the Litecoin halving, and I'll see you at the next video. Yours truly. Thank you, Julian.